Hey, this is a follow-up video to the video that I did at the beginning of the year while I was in Hillmorton, where I read part of a letter from an ex. I felt that I had hit absolute rock bottom when I went to Hillmorton and things, but it turns out that was not quite the rock bottom. The rock bottom came after getting out of there. But anyway, I had all these letters, piles and piles of these letters that I received from my ex-boyfriend when I was in jail in 2009, because I was arrested for drinking while on bail, because I was actually working at my partner's club at the time, and I wasn't meant to be drinking, but I had been, and so he called the cops, blah blah blah. It's all on the internet. Can't run away from your past, can you? That's something I know for sure. But I had these visions of doing these YouTube videos and reading every one of the letters and really sort of exposing who this man really was. But no, I don't want to do that, because there were great memories, there really were, but the only way I can describe that relationship is Love the Way You Lie Part 1 and Part 2. I was the fuel and he was the fire, and oh, when it burned, it burned. But to conclude that part of my life, to just put it over there and out of my way, I'm going to read this one last letter that I've taken a photograph of. It's the most horrible, disgusting letter, but I'm going to read it. Dear Royden, there is something I need you to give to me. Please, I cannot find them anywhere, so I assume you must have the letters that you wrote to me from jail over a year ago. I will still think of you in the future, and when I do, those letters will help me think of the young man whom I so badly wanted to spend my life with, and who I believe felt as passionately about me as I did about him. The letters can freeze time at that point. I don't want to think, instead of 11 months of lies, addiction, and betrayal after betrayal after betrayal, that right now leave me with an image of you that is dirtied and ruined. I had so much hope for you, Royden, and for us together, but I just could not live. I just could not compete with the third party in our life together, and all of the degradation for both of us that came along with your addictions. I cried buckets over those letters, tears of pain because of where you were locked up at the time, but also tears of joy because those circumstances surely must have meant that you had turned the corner and had put that past behind you that you wanted to forget, and that you would let nothing from that horrible past ever get in the way of our life together. From that time on, I was wrong, and I lost you again and again and again. I pray for you, and I am very scared for where you're headed. Love, Bruce. Please post the letters. I sent him my letters way back in 2009. I sent my letters that I sent to him while I was incarcerated. They were just love letters. Love letters full of love. But yeah, over. Finito. Goodbye.